Hey guys, it's your boy Cooler. Just wanted to, while I'm riding, wanted to, talk about something. And it was about like how I'm looking at, dating these days. And it was a couple of things that just was like randomly going through my head. And I might be wrong, but this is just my thoughts. But, back in the day, men paid for everything, the court to go out on dates and all that other stuff is because, back then, I feel like, women were the prize for a man. And they took pride in taking care of the man, taking care of the woman, and the woman took pride in taking care of the house. The woman back in the day couldn't work. So that was like the main reason why, guys paid for everything. But I just be thinking that it's kind of crazy these days, because a lot of times you'll have a woman making more money than a man does, and they still say that, the man's supposed to pay all the bills, the man's supposed to pay for all the dates that they go on. And I'm just like, yeah, no wonder y'all boss, all females be talking about y'all bosses. Hell, y'all bosses because y'all get to save y'all money in every damn direction. You get child support, you get spousal support, you get food stamps, you get Section 8, you get us to pay for your dates. You get some guys to pay for your nails, your hair, everything. So how does that make you a boss? If you basically have to live off everything. If a guy takes you out on a date, he gotta pay for everything. And then some of y'all abuse that. Some of y'all straight abuse it. Go out on dates with a guy. You don't like the guy. You know that you're probably not interested in him because he's taking you out to a nice restaurant or something. You'll still go. You'll order the most expensivest thing, and then you'll buy like 6 drinks, knowing that you're not gonna do nothing with the guy. But you just going and getting drunk. And then, I have a lot of female friends. And sometimes, I'll hear them tell me, like, yeah, I'll go out on a date with a guy to have drinks, get right, just to call old boy that, that D's are down real good. And so that guy's left being a sucker, paid for everything. He's down money, down, opportunity probably to, talk to somebody else, because, you really got to budget that shit. While people sit there and try to make it like, oh, it's just so easy, but ain't everybody, going out on dates like that. The women there, y'all can go out on dates 10, 20, 30 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and just have, different dates every day, because y'all ain't paying for nothing. Half the time your hair been done, or you got your hair done because you was going to get your hair done anyway. And if you got kids, that's your responsibility, or your baby father's responsibility. So when I be hearing some women be like, but I had a chick tell me, am I gonna pay for the babysitter? Hell no, I'm not paying for the fucking babysitter. If you need me to pay for your babysitter, that means we don't need to be together. It means you still struggling and you need to get your life together. You need to find your inner niche, because it's not gonna be me paying for the date, paying for you to paying the bills, pay for babysitters, pay for. It's like, what are we but ATM machines? But then y'all get mad when we look at women and just be like, oh, we see vagina. Because to me, it looks like that's where the world's, where the world's going anyway. I swear it just looks like, it's prostitution's gonna be legal. Basically it is. I guess you could say visual prostituting, because it's not all the way prostituting just yet. But basically what a lot of these chicks are doing on social media is advertising themselves anyway. So I guess you could say it, because hell, we gotta pay for everything and we gotta fork out the money we buying the pussy. So man, say what you want with it. But you know, if it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, hell, it's a duck. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand it, because you know, I hear, like, I have so many women, you know, and I get, you know, some of them be like, you get so irritated when we talk about. I get irritated because it be seeming like, you know, the you know, a lot of the ladies, they'll complain about what they ain't got. But a lot of times you'll have the perfect opportunity to be with a good guy. They'll do these things for you, but you don't want that guy. Ladies want guys that are exciting or have time. You know, if a guy has too much time on his hands, he's not making no money. So I don't know. I'd be so confused, because to me, you know, I guess the reason why I'm confused is like, but if you want to try to think like a female and go through with their logic, hell, you're gonna be confused, because you know, they say they want all these things, but some things you can't have both. You can't have it all. You know, you'll sit up there and have one chick that's, you know, she's career oriented. She's all about her career. She's all about her career. So, you know, kids gonna suffer, you know, attention wise. The man's gonna suffer attention wise. But then on the opposite note, you know, it's the same way with some guys, that the guy is always working or always busy. But 9 times out of 10, if he's always working or if he's always busy, it's because he's always trying to get to the money. And, you know, even when it comes down to dating, like, shoot, if I try to date, or when I try to date, one of the first things that they ask is like, you know, does your job and your business take up, you know, all your time? And I was like, nah, you know, it doesn't, you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and try to make it seem like, you know, I don't be trying to get to it and do what I need to do. They be like, well, I need somebody that have time for me, because that makes me this or that makes me that. And be like, oh gosh, you can't sit there and try to make it out to say, you know, that what a man does is what controls what you do. You can't sit up there and be like, because I hear this a lot. Well, not a lot. I've heard it a few times. Like, you know, it's his fault why I'm not feminine. It's his fault why I don't do this. It's his fault why I don't do that. And I'm just like, shout it, be dead honest with you. If it was something that you were gonna do, you would do it anyway. If you cheat, it'll be like, well, I cheated because he cheated, or he was flirting with somebody, or he's not giving me the attention that I need. It's like, oh, okay, so when a nigga cheats, he should be able to have all those same excuses. She don't have time for me. She's not as sexual as she used to be. Like, I just say, man, if we gonna play this game, man, let's be fair with it. It's like y'all trying to simp out men so bad that you wonder why, you know, that we're going through this right now. Like, I'm always hearing these guys telling me, hey man, get your passport. And I'm just like, that's sad to hear. Because, you know, we got all these women that's here in America that need good guys, but they don't want them. But let that good guy end up with a Filipino. Let that good guy end up with somebody Spanish. Let that good guy end up with a white girl. Then it's a big, like, oh, he's a sellout. Oh, he just wants somebody weak. It's so many things that they say, but if I go to somebody else, it's not because I'm weak. You can say a person can get tired. You can easily say a person gets tired. If you dated black women all your damn life, and all they did was give you their ass to kiss, what do you do? If every freaking black girl that you try to holler at gave you her ass to kiss, you don't think that they, or not even their ass to kiss, let's say, you know, they don't get treated right. Just like half of the women is, you know, they be with a guy and they cop out and be like, well, I'm a lesbian. What's the difference? You get mad at a man so much that you become lesbian. It's the same thing with a man saying, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to try something else. It's not him saying that, hey, I'm about to try men, but he just wants to try something different. And if that something different is a chick from another race, then what can you do? Man, what can you do about it? And I'm an advocate, man, about being happy, man. Live your life, be happy. Just be happy with your decision and be cool with your decision. Don't care about what nobody else thinks. You only get to live your life for you. Nobody else live their life for you. You die by yourself. You're born by yourself. If you got to do time, you do time by yourself. You don't do this for everybody else's approval. If you could wake up and go to sleep happy, you winning. But every time I look at it out here, and I'm just like, man, we need each other, but we hate each other. And when I'm saying this, I'm saying like black men and black women, you know. We damn near hate each other. When we're in a relationship with each other, we fuss, we fight, we argue. We make it look good for the pictures. We make it look good for the videos. We make it look good for the gram. We make it look good for Facebook and TikTok and everything. But on the inside, Shada, we be having a lot of problems. And we're not patient with each other. We're not patient with each other at all. We so quick to cheat on each other. We so quick to divorce each other. We're so quick to break up. We so quick to break up our homes. We have kids in the house, and you still be wanting to go out and find a new summer, new boo. Now, nigga, you got kids, bro. Like, and it sucks when a kid does not get to be in a house with both, because those two personalities blend that kid together. So that kids need both of their blended partners to help raise her or him to be whatever that person needs to be. Regardless if there's something that the mom has that he or she needs, and then if there's something that the dad has that she or he needs at the same time. Not that they get to be with dad every other weekend or mom every other weekend, and then get the boatload or whatever the person is. And then a lot of times when it's a one-parent household, in the one-parent household, if the person's working, then the kid suffers because it doesn't have a parent, you know, consistently there. Or if you and one person, like something that I used to see a lot with females is the moms treat the daughters meaner than they treat the sons. And I mean sometimes viciously mean to their daughter, but they're not that way to their son. So a lot of times daughters need daddy to protect and save them from their own fucking mother. And that's sad to say, but it's true. You watch plenty of videos where you seeing two girls going at it and find out that it's the mama. One of them is the mama, and the mama beating the shit out the child. Like, I meant closed fists, like calling her a bitch, calling her a hoe, calling her everything under the blue moon. And that's not right. You know what I mean? We need each other, man. I really do believe that. But I do believe that you don't spend your whole life trying to find something that don't want you. I do believe in that too. Shit, that's just like you hear a lot of white women say that the reason why they go to black men is because at one point in time, if they was a little bit too thick, they didn't want them. They wanted them skinny, no booty white girls. And then what's funny, you got all these relationship gurus out here, and some of the things that all right, it all depends on who they're pandering to. Like, for me, I don't pander to shit. I don't care about shit. I only care about my house. So things that come out my head is just what's out my head. I'm not catering to women. I'm not catering to men. Both of us are a piece of shit. It is all about the individual. Just as much as I don't hate white people, I don't hate Asians, I don't hate nobody. It's all on you as an individual. All this, oh, because of your race, I don't like you. Man, kiss my ass, man. That's so elementary, it's ridiculous. When I see people acting fun, especially, I'm 6'2", 250 something pounds. So when I see a white guy that looks like he's a French fry and tries to belittle me, it tickles me. Like, nigga, yeah, you could have did that shit back in the 50s and 40s or some shit, but how you know, that it's not the same no more, man. So racism doesn't even work no more, you know. And I just want to be true to, you know, my people that are listening, because I really do feel like, you know, there are things that need to be said. A lot of times we don't say them. A lot of times we worried about what other people is going to say about what we say. Like, you got to quit that. I think men and women got, especially black men, black women, we got a lot of work to do. You know, the only way that you can improve your situation is to work on it. Man, people be laughing at counseling, but sometimes, man, it could be your pastor. If you're not religious, it can be your mom. But if you have, it's hard to do it that way, because when a person is cool with the person, like the daughter and the mom talks to the guy, she's gonna be blaming it on. Because I've had that situation before where I was with a chick and her mother would not make her accountable for shit. Wouldn't make her accountable for nothing. Everything that she did messed up was validated in some type of way. But everything that I did, the smallest little thing, it would be a big issue. And that sucks. But anyway, man, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'm ready to take my ass in the house. What's happening?